Hi, I am Arisha Macy Cubos from BSITM ITTO2 Y1-3, and this is the Part 3 summary of the speech of President Corazon Aquino during the joint session of the U.S. Congress, September 18, 1986, that was 7 months after Corazon Aquino became the President of the Philippines. She delivered this speech when she went to the United States of America, particularly in Washington, D.C. First, let me tell you who is Corazon Aquino. Maria Corazon Cuanco Aquino, also known as Cory Aquino, was a Philippine political leader who served as the first female and the 11th President of the Philippines from 1986 to 1992, restoring democratic rule in our country after the long dictatorship of Ferdinand Marcos. In this part of her speech, she is focusing more on protecting the freedom of the Filipinos and her country. The Philippines has swept away absolute power through a limited revolution respecting the life and freedom of every Filipino. Now, they are restoring full constitutional government, completing the constitutional structures under a constitution that respects the Bill of Rights. The Constitutional Commission is completing its draft, which will be submitted to a popular referendum and then approved for congressional elections. The author reflects on the action of their predecessor, who stifled a communist insurgency with a small army of less than 500. The insurgency grew to over 16,000 by the time he fled. The author believes that stifling a thing with its means is crucial for a democratic and open Philippines. They suggest that through political initiatives and local reintegration programs, they can bring the insurgents down and demonstrate economic progress and justice. Cory said that as president, she will not betray the cause of peace by which she came to power. Yet equally and again, no friend of Filipino democracy will challenge this. She will not stand by and allow an insurgent leadership to spurn their offer of peace and kill their young soldiers and threaten their new freedom. The speaker emphasizes the importance of exploring the path of peace, as it serves as the moral basis for deciding to take up the sword of war. They also acknowledge the guidance of the great liberator who urged them to be fair, compassionate, and firm in their rights. They urge them to finish their work, care for those who have borne the battle, and care for their widow and orphans, ultimately aiming for a just and lasting peace among themselves and with all nations. Cory compared herself to Lincoln. She said that, like Lincoln, she understands that force may be necessary before mercy. Like Lincoln, she doesn't relish it. Yet, she will do whatever it takes to defend the integrity and freedom of her country. She also discusses the Philippines' $26 billion foreign debt and its honoring, but argues that the means to do so must be kept secret. The previous government's conditions for stealing the debt continue to be imposed on the Philippines, who never benefited from it. Despite the calamity, no assistance or liberality has been extended. The speaker believes that the Philippines Revolution was the cheapest ever, and with little help from others, they fulfilled the first and most difficult conditions of debt negotiation, restoring democracy and responsible government. When she met with President Reagan, they began an important dialogue about cooperation and the strengthening of the friendship between their two countries. That meeting was both a confirmation and a new beginning and should lead to positive results in all areas of common concerns. And that concludes my presentation about the speech of former President Cory Aquino. Thank you for listening!